Hi, welcome back. You know, a lot of people claim that we're a bit self-indulgent in the show, but I don't think that's true.
But they claim it's just two blokes larking around.
But that can't be right, because we actually get people in.
Not all of whom we actually know in advance.
No, and like they never mention that. They always say, like, you know, we give them word.
Not you, Lee. We're
No,
not talking about
not
you.
you.
We're talking about the real guests,
the proper ones, the ones
Who
we
had?
pay.
We had Wendy Grossman came in to talk about her book.
She was good. She was good.
She was good. She
controversial.
put my mind at rest about the Millennium 2K bug or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Who else did we get?
Tom Standage
was
also talking
good.
about a book. He had the Victorian internet theory, which we didn't actually disprove at the time.
Yeah.
But I don't know, there's a flaw in there somewhere, I'm sure.
We had that science fiction lady. She was very nice. She was great, actually.
So we're once again talking about a book.
Yeah. There's a theme going.
What a literary programme we do have.
We're like the Melvin Bragg of .tv, aren't we?
And we had the man who made the computer out of Lego.
Yeah. Is this like the conveyor belt thing?
We had those weird cube robots as well.
Oh, wow. Now, what happened?
Now, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to stick my neck out here and probably get it sliced off.
By one of those cube robots.
But was he not the best guest we ever had?
Yeah.
Let's see if we got the tape of him.
If you've seen the animation, then this is the real thing. So can we come in? So this is a completely featureless
metal cube, and this is a kind of robot you would use in space. They built magnetic chains and magnetic coils.
Right, so just clip together.
So there's no wheels or anything like that on the outside.
No wheels. They're just bearing surfaces on the outside, so they can slide, but without tearing themselves apart.
Now you're plugging this into like a little battery you've got here.
That's right. And off we go.
That is astonishing. Yeah, can you just show that side to the camera so we can see that there aren't.
There's two different
nothing
methods.
up your sleeves, is there, Jack? No, nothing at all.
Well, can we see it again? I just like that. But I mean, would it go back the other way? Can it?
It could, but there's something broken inside that will prevent it.
Oh, okay, fine. I mean, and how does it? Is it like one magnet sort of leapfrogs the next one inside? Or?
There are several different type of designs. This particular one has got a magnetic chain that goes round and round.
Can I press the button?
Yeah, this one there.
It has a fantastic Dalek feel to it. Is that which this one?
Whoa! But is there a lot of technology in these to have to shrink down? And what's inside one of them? Do you have one that we can open
that opens up? Or
there is the next generation which I've been building.
Is that this one? Do they get smaller?
They can get small. This particular one is just made out of switch coils.
Is there a camera in for this?
This is only a prototype, but it does actually work. And I've been contracted by a US company to go and build a $90,000 version of this robot with about minimum 30 cubes.
Just open that up. So this is the only working parts that will be in that cube?
That's right. There's no moving parts per se inside or outside the cube. There'll be a small computer chip inside, about the same complexity as a watch or a calculator. Just receives the instructions which says move left, move right, forward, backward, attach, detach, and what's your address. And that's the only commands it needs to understand and act on.
Because you are a computer programmer by trade.
Yes, I am.
And so by rights, we should ask you, what's your favourite operating system?
Windows NT at the moment.
So that's what you work with. But these won't be running.
I'll be building a new operating system around this machine, and when you're talking about a millimeter-sized versions of these robots, you're talking about millions of computers coming together.
And the license fees for Windows NT.
Well, I've spotted a flaw. I've spotted something. Look at this, right? If this was a cube and this was magnetised and this was driving around the top of here and it was moving it like that, what about when it gets to a corner? What about if it wants to sort of go along that corner? It would fall off. Like there's nothing supporting it there.
I've got the solution.
Go.
You use another one here to support it.
Yeah.
You have two of them moving down, and then the other one.
All right. Well, truly they're unstoppable then.
Well, we certainly hope they're unstoppable. And when you are a master of the world and have these robots at your beck and call, you must come back and we'll talk about it. Jeff, thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
See, that's the footage they're going to show in like retrospectives of the 20th century, the first time that the threat of the cube monsters was revealed.
Or possibly when these Terminator T1000 shape changers do rule the world.
They'll probably,
this is what the humans thought.
They'll edit us out of the show, won't
They'll
they?
be running Sky,
Yeah.
if they're not already.
As it'll be called. They'll be saying, oh, and they laughed at us then, but now our cubes control the galaxy.
And then like those Smash adverts, they'll go, ha 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 ha.
But I mean, we did put some very serious questions to guests, including...
Well, yeah, I'd like to say that we probably presented them with just the one question.
Oh, essentially, the one essential issue of the internet.
Yeah, which
And
was?
That is, of course, does the internet empower the individual to take on global corporations on a level playing field?
Rhetorical.
Yeah, we've got some pretty surprising answers as well.
Just one final question, yes or no answer will suffice, but is it yet another example of the net empowering individuals to take on global corporations on a level playing field?
Yes, it is.
Thank you very much, Russ Paterson.
Do you think, back in 1994, that people thought the internet would let the individual take on big business on a level playing field? No. And now, these days, do you think it would empower the individual to take on big business on a level playing field?
Absolutely, yeah.
Right, so, and that's probably the heart of the malaise, yeah? Mike Bracken, thank you very much.
To sum up, and just a yes or no answer will suffice.
Okay.
Do you think in this field the internet's empowering the individual to take on the global corporation on a level playing field?
Yes.
Thank you very much, David McCandless.
Do you think that this is another example of the internet empowering individuals to take on big corporations on a level playing field?
Duh. Yes.
Wendy Bradley, a very good answer. Thank you very much.
Well, it seems so obvious. I wonder why no other net programs ever ask that.
I think that's the question that all other net programs are asking.
Oh, right.
The question I'd like to ask, at the beginning of this show, whenever we wanted to watch a video, we put it into the machine. We've stopped doing that in these clips.
That's because the viewers will by now understand the conceit.
Oh, right, okay,
How it works. Now, speaking personally, I think perhaps the ultimate guest to have on any television programme is indicated by the surname of someone else who we had on. Joe Guest.
From a long line of guests, presumably.
The famous model and technology spokesperson.
Yeah.
She was particularly good. We put this clip in now for the person who edits 404 Not Found. His name is David Rabin, who is an enormous fan, but who didn't get to meet Joe, and we did.
We
This one's for you,
apologise.
Dave.
We apologise for the poor quality of this video footage, as David's been rewinding and playing it for the last 3 weeks. Questions we always thought that people should ask popular model and technology spokesman Joe Guest. Number 4. As a celebrity, do you worry about people sticking your head on the bodies of naked models?
I've already heard once tonight that somebody's had their face put onto a naked woman's body. But I do the naked pictures myself, so I don't think that's of any real concern. It saves them the effort of going to do that.
It's all part of the rich tapestry that was 404 Not Found.
Now ended, of course.
We have as these tapes. Still, be back next week, won't it? With
new set, new look,
new look, same old presenters,
same moral outlook. So it's a bit like Star Trek: The Next Generation. So
you'll be played by a bald man.
Well, in good time, Dave.
Give them 7 days. It could happen.
And I'll be a giant Klingon. But be sure to join us for the next adventures of the Starship 404 Not Found. They'll be great, believe me.
But the hosts will still not be responding.
Bye.
Boy! What have you got for me?
Begging your pardon, Governor, but there's word on the street of a new bug in Windows 1895.
Oh, old 1895, at it again, eh? Pray tell. Forgive me. Perhaps the Sovereign of the Realm will refresh your recollection.
Well, it's to do with what they're calling the year 1900 problem. You know, the proper way of inscribing the year of our Lord.
Oh, yes, of course. Whereas in the 1800s, of course, we've represented that as M, 1000, D for 500, then CCC for the extra 300, giving us 1800, and so forth.
But when the year 1900 comes around...
The year 1900 should, of course, be MC M and not MDCCC, as I believe many systems will prefer. Alert the authorities. Hold the front page. Cry havoc. Yes, people think, oh, it's all etchings of Lady Ada Lovelace and the scientific fictions of Jules Verne masquerading as science fact. I mean, sending men to the moon in a gun. It's not all rigorous factual exposition. We also enjoy a bit of daring do from time to time, as on the back page, where I like to list my favourite earls. The Earl of Doncaster, the Earl of Salisbury, the Earl of Worcester. No, he's no longer my favourite. The Earl of Sandringham. No, his estate hasn't been updated for weeks. The Earl of Wolseley.